What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Balls Deep Fishing. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to install my new deck padding kit on my NuCanoe Unlimited. Check it out. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to try to do a quick little video on how I am installing my deck padding kit on my NuCanoe Unlimited. So when I bought my NuCanoe Unlimited, it comes with a basic deck padding kit. If you've watched my previous videos, you have noticed that this color of NuCanoe is a custom type color. So it was originally supposed to be the Tundra color from NuCanoe, but whenever it was getting made, they actually ran short on the OD green color that they use. So they had to use the Army Camo tan / OD green color. So that's why it looks more tan than it does anything else. Strictly custom. It wasn't planned to be a custom. It wasn't planned to be this way. It's just this is the way they had to do it to get the boat out of the factory. So whenever they installed the deck padding kit for that model, they didn't want to put the OD green color that I'm putting on today that usually comes on the Tundra. They decided to use the traditional Army Camo deck padding kit. And so I'm a huge OD green fan. That's why I was going with the Tundra. And so I want to add some more OD green color to the boat. So that's why I'm installing. I just ordered the basic deck padding kit from NuCanoe by Marine Mat. And that basically it's just the OD green with the black trim around it. And I'm basically going to tear off the old camo deck padding kit and install the new deck padding kit. It's a pretty simple process. It's somewhat time consuming. It all depends on how long it takes to get the old deck padding kit off and then cleaning off that area so you have a nice tight area to adhere the new pad to. My go-to to remove all that excess is rubbing alcohol. And just some good old elbow grease with a rag. And then also another thing that helps out is a classic heat gun. This is really going to come in handy to not only remove the old deck padding kit, but once you apply the rubbing alcohol, you want it to be completely dry. So this actually helps speed up the drying process. So first things first is we just have to get the old deck padding kit off, and then we can start installing the new after we clean it very well. So first step, remove the old deck padding kit. Second step, clean it with rubbing alcohol. Third step, let it dry completely. Potentially using the heat gun to help dry a little bit faster. And then at the end, or the next step would be just to make sure there's no other debris around it. If there is, you need to go ahead and remove that as well. Then you go ahead and peel the back the back part of the pad off that reveals the stickiness, and then you just attach it straight onto there, and then you roll it out, make sure it creates a nice tight adhere seal to the boat. So I'm gonna put the camera up and I'm gonna basically remove the first section of the deck padding kit just where you can see, and then I'll speed everything up, you know, kind of fast track it to get through the whole process. So stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be a good one. Let's do it. All right, guys, so another quick tip I want to share with you, and this actually happened on this deck padding kit. Whenever you get your deck padding kit, before you remove the old deck padding, you need to go ahead and lay out all the deck padding kit where it goes to make sure you have all the pieces. Well, with this pack, I was short one section of my deck pad. I've already reached out to NuCanoe customer service. They're sending it right away. They said they're probably going to overnight it either today or into tomorrow, or tomorrow into Friday. But they'll ask you if you are missing any sections. They'll ask you, they'll give you a diagram and a number of each pad, and you'll let them know what number is missing. They'll go pull it off the shelf and ship it right out to you. So, but it's only one pad, so I'm going to go ahead and install all the rest of the pads because I have a little bit of time today. And so when that new pad comes in, I'll just go ahead and rip it off and put the new one on. So again, guys, first thing first, lay it all out. Make sure you have all the correct pieces. They all match well. Everything's good to go in case you do need to send this pad kit back. And then next is going to be, you're going to start demoing out the old deck padding kit. I've already started on this one a little bit. But what does help, if you pop it with a heat gun, try to get that glue behind that pad to heat up a little bit to make it easier to pull off. And it's probably just going to come off in pieces. Unless you get a really good bite on it and it starts to come up fairly well. So, first thing. See, that heat gun helps a lot to pull it all off. Oh, I just ripped it. Dadgummit. So basically, that's all you do. You turn around and you just start demoing it out. I'm a big color guy, so I like to have the colors I want. This is the main reason why I'm doing this, because I just love the OD green color so much. Someone's really got to be blowing leaves right now. Retards. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish demoing this off. I'm going to speed it up right here, start demoing it off, and then whenever I get it demoed off, I'll come back with you, and I'll show you what all the stuff we got to basically get off of it before we can lay in the new pad. So, all right, guys, so as you can see here, this first one is already removed. As you can see, I have a little bit of excess black on the corners, but you see all this white discoloration? That is all part of the padding that you have to get off. And so this one's gonna be a little bit of a tricky to get all this stuff off. So there's gonna be a lot of rubbing alcohol used, and hopefully it'll eat off most of this stuff where we can hopefully do this fairly quickly. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the rubbing alcohol and get y'all set back up. And also a razor blade is, or a box cutter comes in pretty helpful to get the pads off. So that comes in pretty handy to try to needle your blade right up under the point of it to try to get a good bite. So I'm just gonna pour a pretty good bit of this on here. It won't hurt your boat, I promise. Or at least it's never hurt any of my boats before. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a booger. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a struggle bus, guys. All right, guys, so as you can see, it took a while to get all this residue off of this one spot that I've already cleaned. There's a little bit of residue here, but it's all the way dry and smoothed down, so that shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. So basically now I'm just gonna clean it off one more time, and then I'm gonna hit it with a heat gun just to dry it completely, and then we can go ahead and install the new deck padding kit or deck padding spot. As you can tell, I still have a lot to do here, but basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this one. Since this glue is taking a while to get completely off, I am going to go ahead and do all of it. Then I can get back with y'all after it's completed all the way off, or everything is done and everything's ready to rock and roll. So let me clean off this spot one more time. Hit it with some rubbing alcohol. Make sure there's nothing left on here. All right, it's clean. Heat gun. Go ahead and dry it all off. All right, now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and install the new deck pad over that spot. So basically all you do is you just peel this white paper off the back of it, completely off. It is very, very sticky. You're gonna sit there and get it as straight as you possibly can. Then what I typically do is I apply pressure to it all the way around it, like so. And then I go around and on the edges, I take with my thumb and I just sit there and smooth out all the edges. And sometimes you'll hear a little popping sound. That's just you getting all the air bubbles out of it. Very, very simple to do. All right. And that, my friend, is how you install a piece of deck padding on a NuCanoe Unlimited after demoing the other ones. So basically now I'm gonna go ahead and demo everything else out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start scraping the glue off, getting all this junk off, cleaning it off very, very well, and then I'll go back and install all the deck pieces together, and then turn around and we should be good to go after that. So that's pretty much it. All I got to do is just start demoing everything out. So basically what I'll do is I'll go ahead and demo everything out, install it new, and then I'll get back with y'all guys. We're going to see where y'all can see the final product or the finished product. Stay tuned. So yeah, it's the next day. Taking off the deck pads, the previous deck pads, was a pain in the butt. I have never had that much trouble taking off the pads in my whole life, and out of all the kayaks I've ever had, never had that much trouble, which that's a good thing because the marine mats hold. So that's a huge plus. It was weird because whenever I went to remove the pad, actually you got the pad layer, then you got the sticky stuff, and then you have a little layer in between the stickiness and the pad that was sticking onto the boat. So I basically had to scrape all that off. Between rubbing alcohol and elbow grease, my thumbs are trash, to say the least. It was a booger to get them all off, but you know what? We got them all off. Here's the finished product. Just dead sexy. That OD green looks way better to me. As you can see, I am missing one right here. NuCanoe is sending me that one. That was one that was left out of the deck padding kit. So that should be here probably tomorrow, the next day. They've already got it processed, pushed through. Great customer service. Keep in mind, it is wild and crazy right now up at NuCanoe, and really any manufacturer of kayaks, or really any manufacturer in general. Just with supply and demand, and everything's just wild and crazy. But I promise you, you can call NuCanoe all day long, but they get to you faster if you email, okay? You just email them, and they say it usually may take a day for get an email back, but I got an email back within a few minutes. So it all depends on her workload that day, the customer service rep up there, but she got me taken care of ASAP. Very, very grateful for NuCanoe customer service. That's one thing I can always say about NuCanoe. Their customer service is on point. But guys, that is a wrap for the deck pad kit install. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop a comment in the comment section below, or shoot me a DM over on Facebook or Instagram. That's easier for me to get messages to. I am planning on hitting the water tomorrow if everything goes as planned. So I'll have some more fishing content video coming up. I'm going to try to make a run for the May KBF State Challenge in Georgia, but Fluke Master has been crushing it this month. I think last night when I checked, or Wednesday night when I checked, he was at like 105, and I know yesterday he absolutely crushed him again, so I'm sure he's way on up there. I've only got 3 fish on right now. I may get lucky and catch it. I would be happy just to come in second. I think I have a good chance at second. I think I'm sitting at like 59 inches with 3 fish. I think I can get 2 more fishes to push me over into second, maybe upgrade 1 more, because second's holding around 87 inches right now. So I think I'll be able to lock down second place if everything works out, but you never know what will happen. someone come in over the holiday weekend and absolutely crush him and beat me and Fluke out. So, but guys, on top of that, the fishing content for tomorrow, I am starting this weekend to go over all the basic installs that I did, or all the rigging install videos that I mentioned earlier in this video and in my previous video. I'm just trying whenever I have time, I'm basically creating content now. So guys, thank y'all so much for watching. If you don't mind, please smash that like button, share this video. And if you don't mind, please send me a subscribe my way, guys. Thank y'all so much. Stay classy, keep them tight lines. Deuces.